Well, I'd already seen The Impossible, which is a terrific film, and so I bought The Orphanage as well, and his Talking of a Monster Calls as a completion of a trilogy about mothers and sons, and I can see that perfectly. I think he's just the perfect guy for this material. It's a story about loss, but to me it's a story about fear of loss. It's more about that. It's more about fearing you're going to lose your most beloved. And I think that's universal. I think everybody knows what that feels like, to sit up at night in bed and worry yourself sick that something's going to happen to the one you love the most. And so that, gosh, I think that's in all of us. So in a way, that would be the autobiography of everybody. Bayona had a great idea about the idea of legacy, of what you leave behind and how something follows through a family. And he thought, well, maybe Connor draws. Maybe that's how, because it's, in a book you can hear his thoughts. So how in a movie can you see his emotional state? And drawing is a very, very good one. And then we learn that his mother draws. And then there are things that we also learn in the film that add very, very nicely to that. I'm not going to give anything away. But it was such a good idea because it allowed us to link to the illustrations in the book, in a way, to hark back to them, which are so beautiful, by an artist called Jim Kay. They are so beautiful. And it was such a wonderful idea just to be able to bring that kind of art, not quite the same art, but the idea of art as your vision of the world. Lewis is incredible. Lewis is amazing. I mean, he's such a find, because the role is so difficult. I mean, this Connor is in every single scene. He carries the entire film, the entire emotional weight of the film, the whole journey of the film, and he's 13. And how in the world do you cast that? And so, big casting net sent out, and then Bayona and Belén, the producer, showed me the audition video for Lewis. They said, we think we've got a really good one. And he's just so good, just even in the auditions, just so true and there and focused, and he's such a perfect face, just you read everything on that face, and wow, I worried forever about how in the world we were going to find somebody to carry this whole film, and then we found Lewis. Liam Neeson is perfect for the monster, perfect. In fact, you think too perfect? No, perfect, he's perfect. And he came in totally committed, ready to do it, and understood it completely. She comes in, and I was there for her first scenes, and just camera's on, she's in frame, and boom, suddenly she's the grandma. All that authority, everything exactly that you wanted. The apparent coldness, but this real pain behind it that she's acting. Oh, she's great. She came on, loved the script, wanted to come in and do it. And then, so hired her, got her in, got her cast, and then the theory of everything takes off, like perfect timing. And she's terrific. I think it's about the loss that all of us will face. There's no way around it. And the fear of that loss, but also the possibility of hope afterward, the possibility that you'll survive and be strong because you haven't done it alone, because you have a whole life behind you and a whole life and love behind you. I think that's what it's about.